We want to write the system of equations as an augmented matrix. Notice here we have a system of 3 equations with 3 unknowns, which means the augmented matrix will be a 3 by 4 matrix, where each row in the augmented matrix represents an equation, and each column would represent the coefficients of a particular variable. Notice how we have all the y terms, s terms, and n terms lined up vertically, so we'll use the first column for the y coefficients, second column for the s coefficients, the third column for the n coefficients, and the fourth column for the constants. It is important to indicate which coefficients are in which columns, because normally if it's not given, we would assume the variables would be in alphabetical order. So looking at this first equation, the first row would be 7, -6, -3, and 300. Again, we have the coefficient of the y term, coefficient of the s term, coefficient of the n term, and the constant 300. The second row would be -4, +7, +3, and 350. And the third row, looking at the third equation, would be -2, +2. The coefficient of this n would be +1, so we have 1 and then 400. Again, each row represents an equation, and the columns represent coefficients or constants. Let's look at another example. Notice here the variables are b, c, and s. Let's go ahead and label the columns. So we'll have the coefficients of b in the first column, coefficients of c in the second column, and coefficients of s in the third column, and the fourth column will be the constants. Notice how here we are missing some terms though. Notice how the first and second equations don't have s terms. So just to keep things nice and organized, let's go ahead and put +0s here and +0s here. This will help us complete the augmented matrix. So looking at the first equation and this first row, the coefficient of b is +1, so we have 1, +3, 0, and 350. The second row we'd have -3, -8, 0, 300. And for the third row we'd have -1, -3, +1, and 250. Again, each row represents an equation, and the columns represent coefficients. I hope you found this helpful.